Hi friends, this is Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing. Welcome to Weekend Updates. I'm doing this live today because, I don't know, that seems to be my routine now. There's a lot more going on at my house because Mr. Crafting and Relaxing is always home. So he comes up with ideas that don't involve spending the day in the craft room. I know, it's shocking. They're not bad ideas, they're just not things I would have thought to do on a Saturday afternoon. So we wander away a lot more. But I'm back. And hello, looks like someone's joined. Let's get that chat so we can see what's going on. There we go. So I'll just tell you what I've been up to this week and what's going on. Good morning, Eileen. I am going live. I just don't really get the time to do it and film it because I'm too busy goofing off. So this seems to work. I've been up so long, I'm having water now. I don't know about the rest of you, but water it is. Okay, so this week I'm feeling much better, and I've been working on these two journals. I'm hoping to wrap this one up today. It's not a bias, I just think this one's closer to done. And I need to flip through and see if I've got enough pockets and different things to put the tags. And I've got some neat tip outs going. Just different fun stuff in there. Hello, MG. I'm not sure I know who MG is. I wonder if that's a case of different names on YouTube and Instagram. But welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining us. So I will work on these journals later today. I've been making tags with the scraps. You've seen that I make, oh, your cat. You've seen that I make cards with the scraps, but I had these store-bought tags and they were flimsy. I wouldn't have wanted to put them in a project and give them to someone. So I just backed them, and then I just look through my punches and try and find the one that's closest to the hole. This punch is a little old and rickety, but I just cover it up, don't worry about it, and then repunch it, and they turn out pretty cute. And I'm getting down to the very ends of my branding strips, so I don't have a lot. There's so much fall paper in here, you would think that I just throw out the branding strips, but I still don't. I don't know. And then I'll put some strings through these and put them in pockets in here for places to journal for gratitude. I was thinking about a scan and cut. Oh, well, welcome, MG, and thank you for being so brave and commenting. A scan and cut to me seems like a giant splurge that maybe I should talk to Santa about. But I think if you have one in your room and you use it to cut out images, I saw something the other day where, who was it? It was Jess Crafts, as in Jessica, Jess. She ran some patterned paper through the thing like these. It could cut out these flower clusters. Okay, so you wouldn't buy ephemera. Then I could make tags in any size that I wanted. I don't know what else I would use it for though. And then I would have to make space for it and give it a plug-in. So I don't know. That's something I'm still thinking about. I probably need to watch some more videos and learn more about it to see if I would use it. So I'm going to set these aside. I'll post on Instagram so you can see more of how they're turning out. And then they go in my Etsy store when I'm done. I posted one this week, I think, because I did finish one. Then, all around my room, I just have like bits of fall. It's like it exploded in here. I'm using up some of Noni's random stuff, and I pulled out mine, and I'm mixing collections and just having a great time. And what I'm gonna do is, I've done these style of journals. They're a little cleaner. I have mixed and matched collections, but I haven't gone like super crazy with them. Then I'm gonna do at least one really junky journal, and in the junky ones, I'll use more bits and weird things. Like this was a piece that I punched the pumpkins out of, and then I thought it was a cool shape, so I'd use it. Good morning, Tanisha. Welcome, welcome. And this is something it was in my mixed media stuff, and I was like, oh, it's great for this time of year. So I'll put more of these types of things. This I started gluing together. I didn't like how the layers came out. I'll put it in the junk journals, and then I'll clean up another layer. I literally will go down the counter and go, oh, here's a piece of ribbon. I'm going to use that. Then I thought I'd make some cards. And then fall has to be done. I want to do, Bourbon Creek Crafts is running a collaboration in November for Christmas. So I thought in about a week, I need to clean this room up and switch over. And I know a lot of you do Halloween and fall and different things. I am better in one color scheme. Like if the whole room just blows up in fall colors, great. But it's everywhere, so I can't mix Christmas. Does that seem crazy? Maybe everybody else is fine. Yesterday, I was visiting and my husband's aunt showed me her craft area. It is meticulous. It is, you guys would love it. It's like the color sorted kind and there's not junk all over. I mean, you know, she'd be like this and like this. It was like stunning, okay? It was so perfect. And I just laughed. I thought I should take a picture of that and post it on Instagram because it's amazing, but that's just not how I work, you know? Okay, another thing. Does anybody know where I can get more of this paper? One of you wonderful people happy mailed it to me, and I don't know where it came from, and I've been looking. And it's really tricky in COVID. It takes me forever, and I stand on my tiptoes and I check every piece of paper on the aisle, and you know people are giving me the stink eye, like, move along, lady. But I want more of this for like my winter cards, my Christmas cards. I love this for birthday, everything. I can't remember who sent it to me. I don't know. It might have been Kelly. It might have been Susie. It could have been Stampin' Cat. I don't know. But if you know how to get it, or if you know the brand of it and I could look it up, I would like more. It's stars and it's holographic. And it's not like the one at Michael's that looks like celestial and has moons. This one's more versatile. So anyway, if anybody knows, good morning, Debbie. Debbie is Project 39 mini albums. She makes those beautiful mini albums that are meticulous. See, I don't think Debbie's craft area looks like mine either. If you watch her channel, she is very, very tidy. Super tidy. Okay, this is a strange thing that came up in my week. I was helping someone unpack some boxes from moving, and well, hello, Empty Nest Scrapper. Welcome. Hi from New York, she says. And these were, I'm trying to see, trash. So some magnets for kids, like refrigerator alphabet magnets, came in these. And these are like my dream come true. Remember when I was talking about I want clear pouches to put like this kind of stuff? I could see it better if it was in one of these. And then I didn't have to buy them. I didn't have to feel guilty about bringing the plastic into the planet. This one still has a sticker. I need a little alcohol to take it off. It says, not for reuse, destroy when opened. I'm going to assume that's because it was a child's toy, not because there's like some sort of weird chemicals. But, you know, watch your packaging really well and your trash, because they were going to throw them away. I was like, can I have these? And I was laughed at, but I was fine with it. Also, I've been watching Cat Hand. You know, when I was not feeling great, I was watching tons of junk journaling videos just laying around. She uses every single bit of packaging. Like, you know, I use these. I don't throw the cover to my paper pads away, but she had like tags for clothes, tags for food in the kitchen, all sorts of things. And she uses them just like, see, this is why I can't do lives, you guys. I already lost those tags. Well, the way I make these, instead of buying this part, a lot of stuff comes in a tag shape, or, you know, you could just chop it off if you just wanted a rectangle, and it's really nice, sturdy cardboard. I do that every once in a while, but the amount that she saved made me feel like a big, big slacker. I was really impressed. And even if you're not a junk journaler style, like that's not your thing, you can get these things and make them really clean and pretty looking, even if it was a clothing tag underneath it. Hey, good morning, Ty. Welcome, welcome. So that was another idea. Okay, I went to Tuesday Morning, ladies. If you have not been, you should check it out because they are upping their game. There was stuff to choose from, and you know, Noni had that giant haul, I think it was 2 weeks ago. So there were a few dies, but honestly, I couldn't remember which ones she had already picked up. So I posted a picture of some items I didn't buy but thought that were cool. I actually only bought 3 things. They had these assorted jewels, and it's 3 in a pack for $3.99. Not the absolute best price ever, right? But I dug through the entire rack. This was way at the back of the peg, and got the one that had 2 packages of stars. Because stars, especially smaller, that's not something that you pick up really inexpensively, right? I mean, you can get these Dollar Tree or everywhere, and lots of times the less expensive ones are big. So I dug through and got those because you know I can never have too many stars. Then I picked up this paper pad because I make cards for school staff, and I've never used this paper. I usually do the cards in the spring, so I don't know if this will inspire me to do back to school or if I'll just still use these in the spring. And remember, they've gone to these jumbo packs. So if you don't want to make a ton of cards, you might want to think about sharing with a friend, because this is twice what the old pads were. So essentially you can find the middle, break it in half, and share with a friend. Okay? When I make school cards, I make a ton. So I'll use this, and I'll just put it in my stash. I don't plan to use it right away, but I wanted to have it. Yeah, I'm excited that you guys are making it to the live too. It's fun. Okay. I don't know how to zoom you out on a live, and I'm scared to touch the camera. This is a 2-pack of what I believe to be iris cases that I picked up at Tuesday morning last night. And if you, I'm a freak. I get that, right? You know, okay, there are those of you who keep your scrap room really, really clean and you color code, okay? Yeah, sharing those big fat paper packs is a good idea because you might not want that much of it. But when I buy the stuff, especially if it's plastic, I want it to last because I don't want it to end up in a landfill. I'm watching how much is going into my trash can because our recycling options have changed, and it freaks me out. Good morning, Lorraine. So I want the actual Iris brand cases because I know the lids will click into place. Listen, it clicks, right? If I'm walking around unloading my car in the rain for a girls' weekend, because someday we're going to go places again, it won't spill. When I got home, I looked at this double pack really carefully. The tag said 12 by 12 paper keeper, which kind of caught me off guard. And there's no Iris logo. And the front of this looks just like those ones, those junky ones I picked up at Michael's with this lip right here. My other ones don't have that. They're straight across. Okay? So I tried to feel the latches. This one over here doesn't even feel like you have to really push it. I'm not going to take this out. I'm going to return it. I still have a car full of things to return to Michael's too that are essentially those same boxes. And I looked in the font down there and everything where it says made in the US is exactly like those ones I picked up from Michael's. So some people said that for the price, these generic ones are worth it and you just tape them closed. Use painter's tape or something like that. Okay, maybe. I don't think it's worth it to me. I want cases that I can trust, especially since I have some Iris cases, so then I wouldn't know which ones were dependable. And here, it rains a lot. Like, if the lid flops or something falls out, you're going to have a problem. That paper will be done. And you know how I feel about paper. Like Cartabella, if I dropped it in the rain, I would be brokenhearted. Hello, Bangla Crafts. I think you're new to this group. Welcome, welcome. Lorraine, I was saying that I am going to clean up autumn next weekend, hopefully if I'm on schedule, and I'm going to set up for Christmas. And, you know, that's what they're making a little fun of me. But I remember that if I don't do Christmas early, it gets away from me. I can't wait for December. Okay, this box of stuff my husband's aunt had, and she sent me home with it. And what I thought we were doing was I was picking a few things out that I wanted, but no, what she was doing was she's super organized and she didn't need that many. So look at these. There's something leaked in the bottle, like an embossing powder. But look, royal blue cat's eyes, 2 of them, the seal's still on them. So I don't know if they're going to be any good. I think they're really old. Is that the date? I don't know, 00. That might be a bad sign. But I'm going to go through them. These are solid. These are the glitter glue things. There's one that like the red doesn't move. Okay, so those aren't going to work. These are glass beads. And I figured that my friend Andrea, if I didn't want to use the beads, she is the mixed media queen in our group and she would use them. And look at all these fun embossing powders. So back in the day, when there were conventions and conferences everywhere, there were lots of companies that made embossing powders. Oh, I think I had Commotion brand. And you could go and get like an amazing fluorescent orange, an amazing variety of embossing powders. Now, some of these may be too old. Some people have said that embossing powder doesn't get old, but I feel like it does. I feel like it gets attitudey and it won't melt as well. But there's really nice gold in here. There's a ultra thick embossing enamel in a chunky black. There's way more of these color box cat's eyes still sealed up. All kinds of fun stuff. So, oh, and then look at these. It's a bunch of fall colored inks. I better leave those out, huh? So I'm going to go through here, separate all the beads out for Andrea, and test out some of the powders and see what I think. Here, let's see if one of these works. Now, these are not dye-based inks, they're pigment. So if they're dry, I don't know for sure if it'll work to add water to them. But we can try it. Oh my gosh, look at that. Okay, if you were going to give me something, that's the color it should be, right? That's fabulous. Okay. Okay. Oh, hi Pam. Welcome, welcome. She says she's been flip-flopping between fall, Christmas, and generics since July. So Pam, I was saying I'm so messy. It's really hard for me to do that. Everything in here is fall. It's all brown, earth tones, and gold. And then I'll flip it to green, red, and gold. Maybe some silver. I go crazy. Eileen's saying that she made some beach cards last night. Yeah, so it just depends on your style. If you're tidy, for me to drag everything out to do one, it just doesn't make sense. So I make a ton of journals, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do for my Christmas collab and my Christmas projects yet, but we'll see. There's so much fun stuff. Oh, I might be able to let that one go to my friend Andrea. There's a blender. It was a very odd box of fun stuff. Okay, so I got that. I did order something, it's on my hands. I did order something on Prime, on Amazon Prime Day, but I made an unboxing video and I will show you that. I think that comes out tomorrow, so I'm not going to talk about that yet. We'll deal with that next weekend. Pam says she gets bored staying with one. I'm still loving fall. I think it's because, you know, you only pull it out once a year. I don't work in brown a lot the rest of the year. Eileen says hers is a pile, so she's just working through, like, that's the next project, so you work on it. That's funny. And I noticed that without, like, a bunch of the events that would have happened this fall had it not been COVID, you know, they've been canceled, the emails are coming up and stuff. And without those events where you pack up and go to it, those are a good way to switch too. Like maybe that day you take all pink, or you take a summer project you hadn't finished. But at home, I just never get to it. Let's see, what else did I want to tell you about? Oh, I haven't even started my collaboration for Smash That Small Paper Pad. I have some beautiful 6x6 fall papers. I haven't even started it, and I think the video is supposed to come out next weekend. I don't even think I chose my paper. I don't remember if I had a, you know, choose the paper at the end last time. So that's on my list for today. I started cleaning up summer, putting away the furniture and the rugs, and I put the delicate succulents away. That's kind of a bummer, but it's time, right? What else? Oh, I talked to Mr. Crafting and Relaxing about the drawing. Those of you who missed last week, this is my next organizational plan for my room. And there's no N in counter. That's funny. Well, anyway, that says countertop, pretend. So he took a picture of this countertop and is going to go shopping and look and see if we can find the matching one. And if not, we'll figure out what I do want. And asked me a bunch of questions about measurements. And then he was going to make this space back here 4 inches wide or 5 inches. I was like, in what world am I going to get 2 folding tables into a 5-inch spot without being very angry? So no. So I said, no, I want like the whole like 10 inches back there. And here's what I figured out. And so maybe you guys have different sewing machines and this works better for you. But the cords on my sewing machine, I put them right here on this counter to test it out. And I couldn't, if I put the machine too far forward for it to go around the back and come down, the pedal didn't touch the floor. So then when I pushed it back more, the pedal hung down and it touched the floor, but it wasn't actually flat. So to put a sewing machine on a standing height counter, either the cord would have to be longer than mine is, or you might have to drill a big hole in your countertop, which I'm not against. Could be, you know, be tacky, but if I stuck with it. So what I think I might have to do is, I'll show you. Close your eyes if you get sick. Okay, so I put it back over here, and this is a countertop height, and see how the cords go right down the side? Oh, you're gonna see my mess. Pretend it's clean. Okay, under this bag, there's the pedal. So it works in that setup. So I might just need to leave my sewing machine over there, and that might be the sewing machine station. I don't know. And it might be that when it gets all done, I could do, okay, close your eyes again. There you go. Now it's safe. That I could do the same. Oh, sorry. You guys lag a little. Okay. Sorry about that. It might be that I could do the same thing on the end of the counter over there. I can't really do it here because there's a cupboard and it just doesn't work. But so the sewing machine cord was a trick I hadn't thought of, but it would give me lots of storage for iris cases. I still think I need to quit being such a hoarder on the countertop. Like, I like to have everything out so I can see it, but it's just too much. So much. Okay. Do you guys have any questions? I'm just rambling on. Extension cord. It's not the power cord, because the power cord on the sewing machine was long enough. The pedal cord is shorter. And it's one set. So they go into the machine like this, and the one for the pedal is too short. So yeah, it's not something that I know how to work around. But if an extension cord can fix it, and if I can get it right at the perfect spot, then I might do it. And what I find in my craft room, and you guys tell me what you think, I change what I'm making, so that makes it more complex. That's why it's tricky for me to figure out my storage too. Oh, I want to show you something on here. You know, if you watch my channel, sometimes I'm making cards all the time. And then in COVID, my cards weren't going out as fast because I make them faster than I mail them. And I wasn't seeing people to give them batches and stuff. So I switched to journals. Well, I use different paper, 12 by 12. I use a different cutter. I get out different embellishments. And I lay it out different. So my craft room has to be pretty flexible, and my storage has to be flexible. In fact, I haven't made cards in so long. I'm excited to do Smash That Small Paper Pad because I'm kind of jonesing to make some cards. It's funny. But on the flexibility and the changing hobbies, one thing that I wanted to mention here is I'm making these shelves 7 inches high, I think. I mean, we haven't like bought the lumber, but we've talked about it. And what I was thinking was with 7 inches, if I change my mind down the road, right, and decide to be, I don't know, what am I going to be next? Maybe a knitter or something. I could put different shaped shoebox storage. I could put all sorts of things in a 7-inch shelf, and it wouldn't be set up so that it only holds one iris case. And my thought was, for now, 2 iris cases would go in there, or if I get really fancy and buy those skinny ones, a bunch would go in. But that gives me flexibility down the road. I don't think I mentioned that before. And I think if you look back, your hobbies change. Maybe you've always been a paper crafter, but maybe you used to only make cards, or maybe you used to only do 12 by 12 layouts. As it changes a little, your craft room changes. That's why we're always reorganizing our craft rooms. It's because we're so cool and we're trying new things all the time. Okay, let me check the comments and see about questions. Cards, scrapbooking, art journaling. See, me too, empty nest scrapper. So under the counter right here, oh, you guys can't see. If you've seen my craft room tour, I keep my mixed media cart under the counter and I roll it out. And if we go crazy and we work out in the shop, I just take it all the way out there and roll it across the yard. So I don't think I'll ever have stations for each thing, but my room has to be flexible, and it can change by the day or the season, right? I want to do the mixed media collab, and I'm not going to start that till mid to late January, but I don't have space for a mixed media collab right now. So kind of that's why we reorganize. Artsy Ashley just joined us, and she's the same. She does journals, mixed media, wreaths. She has a ribbon stash that's crazy because she used to make a bunch of, I want to say kids' hair bows, or maybe it was ribbons. And so over time, your hobbies are changing and you got to have your space flexible. Like if my room was dedicated to 12 by 12, I don't think that would work for me long term. Plus, yeah, Eileen says, new things keep changing, new and improved, must have shiny new things. So I think that's a case too, right? If you had your room totally designed for having a big shot and die cutting, and then you went to a scan and cut, that's a big change, right? So maybe you don't want to have like shelves specifically built to those exact measurements of the devices and stuff. Oh, Pam, I didn't know you were a wreath maker too. So she says she has an entire area dedicated to wreath making, and she hasn't made one for over a year. See, that's why I'm not going to do stations, Pam. It's just not going to work for me. Good morning, Amalia. Amalia is Cool Cakes and Crafts with Amalia. She is the goals collabor that, you know, got me to set some goals and make some stuff. I don't know how I'm doing this month. This month, I'm just winging it, you guys. It's all fall in here. It's like a big explosion, but it's fun. Okay, I think that's about it for what I wanted to tell you about. The only other thing I want to mention, just not so much for you guys, but for the replay, if people have still stuck with us, is my channel is about positive energy. It's about crafting and relaxing and the joy that comes with that. So I'm not going to let people write comments, especially about other people. I mean, if it's about me and it's constructive, then great. Please, if you have solutions for organization, or you see things in my journals where you're like, hey, you know what would be easier? Tell me. But I'm not going to let you write bad things about other people. You're just going to get blocked. That's just not how we roll here at Crafting and Relaxing. So if you came here for that, this isn't the place. I'll tell you that right now, because the real world is really harsh. And so that's why we have each other, right? It's fun here, and we do fun things, and we have a great time. And let's see what else. I think that's it. I don't think I bought anything else this week. I've been trying not to buy because my room is just so full. It's crazy. Oh, Tanisha. So Tanisha has troubles because she's a paper crafter and she sews, right? So the space for that is like, it's just a lot. You have to make all that work. I know. And who knows, maybe down the road, I'll be a quilter or something. I don't know. But I think about that kind of stuff when I set up my room, as I want it to be flexible. Yeah, Ashley has a very small craft space, and she's super organized. And I've watched some of her videos, and she does a thing. So you know how I'll use an iris case for like a project. This is, I made one travel journal with this, and this is another journal that just hasn't happened. She uses pans, like baking pans from the Dollar Tree. One, it's probably a 9x11, something like that. And then another one on top, and they're clipped. And that's her kit. It's pretty cool. It's roomy. And I think she gets her pans at the Dollar Tree. So super inexpensive. Okay. Anything else? I know you guys are saying hi to each other. Oh, the other thing is I have no idea how to see the comments from this later. So if you ask me a question and I missed it, sorry, you have to ask me separately. Or if you said you wanted to be in my mixed media collab and then later I don't follow up with you, I will do a video announcing it when I'm actually sending out the emails and getting ready. But that's why, because I asked Mr. Crafting and Relaxing and he said it's probably in the settings and I might have to turn it on before, but I don't know how to see it. Click on live chat. Oh, in the thing later? I mean, I can see the comments right now, but if I get sidetracked later or I didn't answer one, I don't know how to see it later. And my lives take like all day to upload. It is bizarro. Like I won't be able to put an end cap on this or put a nice thumbnail probably till like late afternoon. And it's early here, you guys. I know you're not all West Coast, but it's like 9:15 here. Okay, thanks so much for joining. I hope you're taking time for crafting and relaxing and having a great time. Make some messes in your craft room. And I am thinking about doing a live where I actually craft. I did one time for making embellishments, and the funny thing was I had to set an alarm. I got sidetracked and I almost missed my own live. So I'm not very good at saying I'm going to do it at X time, but maybe one of these days I'll have the counter organized and just pop on and start crafting. I don't know. And if you have an idea or something you want to see, that's totally fine. It's delayed, takes a little time before it's available. Okay, I will try and look at one of my old videos and see if I can find the live chat, because you're right, this one I won't be able to see for a long time. Okay, I'm so happy. Tanisha and Ty, you haven't been making videos, and then I worry about you. So I like that you guys post on Instagram, so I know you're fine. Okay, everybody take care, stay safe, and have a great day crafting and relaxing. Bye-bye.